Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast, who
As Mr. Beast.
Jimmy Donaldson, known worldwide as Mr. Beast. How the biggest name in online generosity faced the hardest lesson in business and belief. He made the internet believe that kindness could be a business model. He gave away millions, changed lives on camera, and built an empire from generosity. But in 2024, his biggest dream, Beast Games, became the one thing he couldn't fully control, and the realization that even good intentions have a price tag. Mr. Beast, the billionaire YouTuber and the game that turned into a cautionary tale. He had conquered YouTube. He had built companies, brands, and charities. Then came Beast Games, a reality competition that was supposed to redefine entertainment. Instead, it became a billion-dollar headache, production chaos, mounting expenses, crew lawsuits, and the world's most generous YouTuber found himself in the middle of a real-life controversy that money couldn't solve. Before we open this file deeper, hit subscribe, because here, every story reveals the real cost of fame and fortune. Mr. Beast's story started with curiosity. As a teenager, he was obsessed with understanding how YouTube worked, studying thumbnails, titles, and audience retention. He built success not on luck, but on data. When he found the formula, surprise, emotion, scale, he never looked back. He gave away cars, houses, islands, and millions in cash. Each act of giving built more engagement built more money, and more money built a narrative. That kindness itself could be profitable. By 2023, his estimated net worth exceeded $500 million, according to Forbes and Bloomberg. His companies, Feastables, Beast Burger, and Beast Philanthropy, created jobs, donations, and real economic ripple effects. He was no longer just a YouTuber, he was an industry. Then came the next dream, a competition show called Beast Games. He wanted to create the world's largest reality challenge, one that made Squid Game look small and Survivor feel old-fashioned. Thousands of contestants, massive sets, real cash prizes, all filmed with the heart of a YouTube video and the budget of a blockbuster. According to insiders who spoke with Variety and Business Insider, Mr. Beast personally financed much of the project. No major network was willing to match his scale or speed. The production ballooned to more than $25 million before a single episode was released. It was supposed to be his masterpiece. Instead, it became a storm. Behind the cameras, the chaos began early. Crew members described 16-hour shoots. Contestants complained about harsh weather and uneven treatment. Some alleged poor safety standards and unpaid overtime. By early 2024, several workers and participants had filed lawsuits citing unsafe conditions and wage violations. According to The Verge and Deadline, some cases accused production managers of breaching contracts, failing to provide required rest, or cutting pay for delays that weren't the workers' fault. Others claimed they were misled about the prize money structure. Mr. Beast's team denied any wrongdoing, but the image was already cracked. The man known for giving so much was now being accused of taking too much from those who helped him give. And while the lawsuits continued, another problem grew. Beast Games was meant to redefine entertainment economics. Instead, it exposed how fragile the creator economy can be at scale. Every Mr. Beast video is an investment, one where the profits depend on virality. When that virality slips, the equation breaks. And Beast Games was the costliest gamble of all. Industry analysts told Bloomberg Tech the project may have lost $30 to $50 million due to delays, reshoots, and lawsuits. Sponsorship revenue fell short as brands grew nervous about the production issues. Feastables, his chocolate brand, quietly distanced itself from Beast Games cross-promotions. And his other venture, Beast Burger, was already drowning in separate franchise lawsuits that claimed poor quality control. Suddenly, Mr. Beast's business empire was juggling too many fires at once. The internet's favorite giver had become a CEO managing risk. Court documents reviewed by insider detailed disputes with contractors, set designers, and former partners. Some claimed breach of contract, others sought damages for unpaid invoices. A few even alleged intellectual property disputes over game mechanics and footage rights. None of this meant guilt, but it meant distraction. And distraction is poison when your business runs on output. In one interview, a production insider said, "The problem wasn't malice, it was magnitude. The project grew faster than the infrastructure could handle." That single sentence may define the whole case. Mr. Beast's ambition outpaced his systems. He built factories for creativity, but not enough for compliance.
For years, fans saw Jimmy Donaldson as tireless, a man who never stopped giving, never slept, never missed a goal. But behind the camera, exhaustion set in. Friends close to him told Forbes that burnout became visible, the constant need to outdo himself, to stay on top of the algorithm, to feed multiple companies, began to drain even the man built for pressure. He tweeted once, "Running everything myself is way harder than people think." And in that single line, the truth leaked out. Fame had turned into a factory. The brand of generosity had become a business of survival. The lawsuits weren't just about money. They were symptoms of scale. When empathy becomes enterprise, it must obey the same laws as any corporation. Every lawsuit that reached the press had consequences. Sponsors hesitated. Brands reevaluated contracts. YouTube executives reportedly encouraged MrBeast to slow down production and stabilize costs. Feastable's sales dipped in early 2024 after supply issues and bad press from the Beast Burger franchise disputes. Beast Philanthropy faced logistical hurdles as staff were reassigned to help manage crisis communications. Even loyal fans began asking if the MrBeast model was sustainable. The once unshakable empire of generosity now looked fragile, not because it lacked money, but because it lacked margin for error. In mid-2024, as lawsuits continued, MrBeast made an unexpected move. He began outsourcing leadership across his companies, hiring experienced executives from Netflix, Amazon, and major retail brands. According to TechCrunch, he also started exploring external investment options to separate his personal wealth from his venture's liabilities. It was the shift from creator to corporation, from personal mission to managed enterprise. The same man who once edited his own videos until sunrise was now signing financial audits and legal filings. And yet through it all, the core message stayed alive. He still gave to charities. He still funded food drives. He still reminded viewers that purpose could live beside profit, even when profit hurt. In one podcast, when asked if the lawsuits scared him, he said, "I can fix mistakes. What I can't do is stop trying to help people." That line told the world he wasn't done, just changed. If you believe stories about ambition, money, and mistakes teach us more than victories ever could, subscribe. Every new file is a mirror of modern fame. The deeper you look into File 002, the clearer the moral becomes. Generosity is not infinite. It has budgets, contracts, logistics, and people behind it. MrBeast's empire isn't failing, it's maturing. Painfully, publicly, and in real time. Beast Games forced him to face what most creators never reach: the wall where scale meets sustainability. He learned that kindness, when industrialized, needs guardrails, that every idea, no matter how noble, requires accountability, and that even billionaires can't afford unchecked ambition. Analysts predict he will recover financially within 2 years. His YouTube ad revenue alone could generate more than $100 million annually, with sponsorships adding another $50 million. The lawsuits may cost $10 to $20 million in settlements, but his goodwill equity, the fan loyalty that built him, is far harder to quantify. It's damaged, not destroyed. Bruised, not broken.